Hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all, to Highwire Improv online for our Sunday evening shows. We're excited that you are here to see some comedy with us. We have two great shows for you tonight. They're going to be a lot of fun. Before we get into that, a couple quick announcements. We are coming to the end of our in-person programming for the year. We have one more thing left. We have our weekly jam at the Roland Park Community Center, which is on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. That will be our last one for the year. We will not have a jam on the 28th of December, so please don't come out. We will not be there to let you in. And look for us to return in the new year. We'll be back doing those jams every Wednesday, January through June at least. We'll see what happens after that. And we will be back with in-person shows every Saturday in January. Check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for information about that. And of course, we will be continuing online shows all through January. We have three more shows next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to close out the year, and then we'll be taking a break for the holidays back on January 2nd. And we have, as I mentioned, two wonderful shows tonight. We would love to welcome our very first group for the evening to the stage. Please welcome Holdwater.
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
hey, we are so glad to see you. This is my friend Susan La Palambara,
This is my friend Rick Horner.
and we are Holdwater.
We're at Holdwater.
Yeah, we do improv, which means we make up stuff, and we usually do that with an assist. We usually get some information, something we might not be expecting, like a word or something like that. So we posted online asking for words of inspiration, and we got a few.
We did.
Yeah. So we're gonna take those words that we already know about, and actually maybe Barry, if you wouldn't mind, if you got a chance to see those words, maybe you could give us a word based on
What
those
you
words
saw?
that you saw.
Holiday buffet.
Holiday buffet.
Holiday buffet.
Great.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Cooper Anderson.
Hi, I'm Starshine Rabinowitz.
We are so happy that you have joined us today for this webinar about such an important topic, really at any point of the year, but certainly at this time of the year.
Yes, because it's about holidays and we're in it. We're in it to win it right now. And so we are here to talk to you about the holiday buffet. Very important part of the holiday season, isn't it, Cooper?
Super important, Starshine.
Mhm.
And, we're so happy and proud to be with the Detroit collective of audio technicians. We know that you provide a lot of services to a lot of different groups, whether it be speakers, TED Talks, or rock and roll concerts, or jazz concerts, music type of things.
Sure. Bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, weddings. I mean, you've got it covered, and we're so happy to have you with us today.
Yeah, so big shout out to the Detroit Collective. You wouldn't
Woohoo!
hear if it wasn't for the Detroit Collective because they're providing the audio in most cases. So welcome everybody. There are a lot of us here. So for the purpose of this webinar, we're just gonna mute all of the participants. So we're glad you're here, but we won't hear you.
We won't hear you. We won't, and please don't gesticulate like sometimes you do, because we're not going to let you speak to us. It's just too confusing. But you can throw things into the chat and we might look at those and respond to those. No guarantees, but that's the way to communicate with us during the webinar.
Yeah, so your typical sound working, in this case, it's not going to work.
Nope.
We're gonna ask you to sort of stretch out and do something just a little bit different. And so, oh, great! I see some people are typing in the chat. I can do this. Somebody said that's great. I love positivity.
Yes, you
Yeah,
feel empowered.
thanks, Devin.
Well, I feel like we should maybe start our webinar. What do you think, Cooper? I think these people are probably jazzed up. They're ready to go, and they want to know a little
Champing
bit.
at the bit. Yeah,
Exactly.
champing. Yeah,
Champing.
champing at the bit.
Right.
Well, we are so excited. This is a webinar that we've given at a bunch of colleges across town and in the world, really, if you look at it that way. And we've done it online. We've done it in person. Well, we almost did it one time in person, but we've done it a lot of times online.
We
Isn't that
have.
right,
We've done it on.
Starshine?
Yes, we have done it online. we hope that we didn't look at any of the reviews from the colleges, though we didn't think that they were um, fair, just in that a bunch of the young people, the young folk, felt like they were too young to be preparing a buffet. And so they thought that it was a wait. I guess it was, some of the quotes were a waste of time, utter
You don't have
bull
to.
crap.
Yeah, you don't have to provide the specifics. But we hope that
But,
you
okay.
won't read them because
No,
it's
don't
just
read them
like,
because they were very upsetting. Some of them were a little rough. I'm just want
yeah.
to,
Yeah, like to not really know us that well and call us unmitigated jerk offs,
yeah,
or that
no,
we wasted their time and
yeah.
space
Hmm.
because of the crapulence that we exude. I mean, that's,
Right. What are you old fogies trying to tell us?
but we don't
Now,
want to, yeah, we don't want to get hung up on,
no.
we have so much to cover. Just like a holiday buffet, there's
Yeah,
so much to enjoy.
so much. We love the holidays and we love the buffet.
So today we're going to cover three main things.
Mhm.
What is a holiday buffet? That's
Mhm.
important. Got to start somewhere. When is the holiday buffet? Which we're not serving one for the record, but we're just
No,
going to talk about times and dates and historical
sure.
holiday buffet and the future of holiday buffet.
Yes. We're a little concerned about the future of the holiday buffet, but we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah,
I don't want to jump the gun here.
yeah.
Um,
Just we'll ask
I
you
just want
for
to say
your,
that
yeah.
what, Cooper?
I was just going to say that we'll ask you now for some emotional support when we
Yep.
get to the future of holiday buffets. And we know that we can count on you. Detroit is a great city, a great place, and we're really
Buffet
looking forward to
Central,
it.
they say.
Yeah, yeah. When you want a buffet, you go to Detroit.
Good.
So let's start off with this first one, and I have this slide, and take a look at these kids. They look like they're having a good time. Uh,
Yeah.
these kids are making, well, you can see for yourself, they're kids playing in the snow.
Yes.
When we think of the snow, we start to think of the holidays, start to think of the winter, start to think of the holidays, things like
Mhm.
that. But as you'll see in this next slide, oh, big red X, that's not a holiday buffet, right,
No.
Starshine?
No, that is not a holiday buffet. As you can see, a lot of the kids are under a table, and much of the food that I guess was on top of it is down on the ground now. Um, so no,
That's not a, yeah, I'm
that
agreeing
would
with you.
not,
Yeah,
that would not. So maybe we should tell them what a buffet is. So a buffet, well, the important thing about a buffet is that it involves all of the people that you want to socialize with,
right,
and some of the people that you are forced to socialize with.
right,
Um, and sometimes they're in the same space, and you bring trays of edible things. Uh, Really, 60% of them must be hot. That's the
at
right,
least. That's a basic,
right.
yeah, yep,
That's the bottom.
yep,
Right. So you got to make sure that you come with something hot. Uh, and you have to make sure that when you do it, you've got surfaces that can have just a conglomeration of, food. Mix it all together, not together, but on the table so that everything can fit. So it's usually very packed. And then around the buffet area are people that you may or may not want to spend time with.
right. We know that the buffet is a lot of chaos for a lot of people, whether it be the food on the table or the people that you're forced to be with. Starshine and I say a holiday buffet is like being in a prison, except
Yes.
that all the good people are locked away and you're on the outside with all the people that are left.
Yes, right. And you don't know who has the key. You're, but it's okay because there's an end to it, right? Buffets begin and there is an end to it. Unlike, global warming, for example, although I guess there is probably an end to global warming.
Well, we know there is.
Um,
And we'll talk about global warming because we know that for a lot of people,
yeah,
they show up for one thing, but they maybe are interested in talking about something else. And
yeah,
so we'll get into that a little bit. But
absolutely.
But yeah, a holiday buffet isn't defined by the foods. It's defined by how miserable of a time you are able to
Exactly. It's the
carve.
people.
Yeah, it's the people.
It's
Yeah.
the people and it's the inane conversations.
Hmm.
It's also the insults, okay? Wow, Starshine, it looks like you put some pounds on. Those kinds of comments. Or why did you change your name from Rebecca to Starshine? Uh,
Hmm.
you know, just things like that can sometimes crop up.
Yeah. Or do you mean Anderson Cooper? No, I don't. I mean
Right,
Cooper Anderson.
right,
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm sorry that somebody else became famous. Or that one of my favorite ones, which I'm sure that this group will, really enjoy, is your sound. What do they call those things that go under the TV? Sound
Right. Those
bar. Sound bar.
bars. I think they're called the sound
Is
bar.
your sound bar Dolby Atmos? And
Yeah.
you know, I can
Okay.
see. Yep, a lot of people are. Yeah, LOL, LOL. Yeah,
Yeah,
go to Dolby if you have questions about Dolby. Like,
absolutely.
don't come at me. Okay.
That's some of our sound, expertise coming at you. Detroit
Exactly.
Collective. Watch out, Detroit Collective.
So we heard you guys are a really wild bunch. So we have
Oh,
a really great icebreaker activity for you.
yeah.
And what we're going to do is, there's a lot of people. There's over 600 people. We're going to move you into some breakout rooms. This is just so you can get to know each other a little bit better. And so I'm going to cut and paste. I have information, pretty sort of like I would say personal information about each of you, and we're going to paste it into the chat. And you have to guess and see who
Who
belongs to
fits
what.
what?
Yeah. So
Like
like,
that matching game they used to play when you were in school, somebody's face and like, never graduated from college, a
yep,
ne'er-do-well,
yep.
stole my
Left someone at the
aunt's
altar.
keys to her car.
Yep. So this is gonna be really fun. All right. So this is gonna take a little while though to get through everybody. So I'm gonna make two breakout rooms of 300.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
this will take probably about a good 12 minutes. So we
Yeah.
will see everybody. You're gonna automatically you'll get whisked away. And we'll see all you audio files in just a couple minutes, about 12 minutes.
Okay, have a good time.
I made one comment about I thought that your shirt looked tight, and
I just I'm over it. I'm over it.
I it doesn't feel like you're over it, Rebecca. Starshine. It feels like one of the new age things that I'm learning to work through and
No,
trying
more and
to.
more and more. You're like Aunt Gertrude. More and more and more. Every time something comes out of your mouth, I'm like, oh, Aunt Gertrude would say that.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
It's
That
true.
feels like a hit below the belt. And you're talking about Aunt Gertrude who changed her name to Volkswagen?
Yeah. Are you going to get on that now?
I will call her Volkswagen if that's her name. If
That's
you're
what she wants.
Starshine, then she's Volkswagen. If not, like where do we draw the line? I don't
I
know.
think we draw the line on automobiles. Uh, you know, my name is a spiritual name, okay? I'm all about kindness and whatever. What is she about? Okay, I don't want to talk about Aunt Gertrude, okay? I'm
Fine.
sorry I brought Aunt Gertrude up or
Fine.
Volkswagen or whatever she wants to be called.
She's
Okay, Cooper?
tying back into her German. It doesn't matter.
Look, everybody said, okay, it feels a little self-destructive for you to be doing webinars with your cousin. And I'm like, we grew up together.
Everybody said this.
Okay,
You walked out the front door and everybody
not
was
everybody.
standing in a
Okay,
choir. Okay, so look, can we be accurate a little bit?
okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, no, let me start again.
I apologize too.
No, I apologize. I'm really sorry.
I apologize. I shouldn't have. We don't raise our voice to each
No,
other.
we
That's
do
not what we
not.
do. No,
We
we
do
don't.
not. We got to get the good energy, okay? Because guess what? Next week, family buffet. And you are my only anchor, okay? I
I
am
told you
not.
I'm not sure if I can make it. I
See,
I I don't think I can make it. Okay, I don't want to eat at a table made of hemp. I don't want to do that.
You've 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 got to. Okay, it's my year. I it's not my fault that they made me do the buffet, but you've got to be there. And you know what? A hemp table is natural. It's like it's using the earth to celebrate mankind or humankind, and it's not wasting. It's like when I'm done with it, it can biodegrade. As we know, the world is coming to an end because
Yeah,
of global warming.
yeah, I know that. You mentioned that in the webinar. Did you realize that you mentioned
No, I
that in the
did
webinar?
not. I did not.
You
Did I?
totally did. Yeah, you diverted into that.
Okay.
So we talked about this.
Sorry.
Where there are certain things that are off limits. We're going to try to stay on track. We're going to get all the way through the webinar this time, all the way through to the end.
Okay.
All
Yes.
right.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I'm not going to bring up anything about mutants, and I would appreciate it if
Please
you
don't.
yeah, that's not going to come out of my mouth. And let's not talk about global warming. I get how it relates. I get it. Okay, you're preaching to the choir here, but
I think honestly, I think my next door neighbor has already mutated. I
yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that.
there's
I'm
something
not
really
at
not
all.
human.
Yeah, that's what's going on behind closed doors, okay? We've been inside our houses in front of computer screens. Now we're all working virtual and eating processed food. Of course we're going to mutate. Of course we're going to mutate. I mean, to me, it's fascinating that we're not already like blobby protoplasm that's like
Aren't
soaking
we?
up all the atmosphere and destroying everything in our path, you know?
Maybe we are. Maybe we are. I mean, by the way,
Maybe we are.
Fred is
Maybe we
coming.
are.
Fred is
Yeah.
coming to the buffet. I had to invite him. He's next
Oh,
door. What am I going to do? I need you there. I need you
come
there because
on.
if he starts sliming around or if something happens, we need to be able to like take out laser guns. We need to like, I'm going to need you to be by my side, Cooper. Please, I'm begging you.
I thought we baked Fred. This is just Fred's going to be there now.
Yeah, look. So's Grandma.
Well, this might be her last holiday.
Yeah. And Aunt Volkswagen told her. And so I couldn't say no.
No, of course you couldn't say no.
So you're going to come because of Grandma. Come on. Come on.
Fine.
Okay, great.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Yeah, that's your next door neighbor is emitting fumes. That's what happens when you start to mutate. Okay? So you're gonna have to get it together.
Yeah.
Sun blossom.
Stop it. You know my name. Stop
Star
it. That's just really cruel. Okay, it's Starshine. You know it's Starshine, and I
Starshine.
just would appreciate it if you wouldn't malign me. Okay.
I'm not trying to malign you. I'm trying to connect to you. You're part of the world now. I mean, you used to be my cousin that we used to play on the monkey bars, and now you're part of the earth.
I'm still your cousin. Okay, I'm still your cousin.
Well, I miss you.
Oh, I miss you too.
I miss you.
Well, we can. Oh, that's just. Don't get me started, Cooper. No, don't get me.
Hey everybody. Everybody, welcome back.
Oh
Welcome
my
back.
goodness, it's so nice that you all are back with us. It can be an emotional time, the holidays, and you think about all the people that you're going to spend time with and some of the people that you don't get to spend time with and then all the miserable sons of you-know-whats who are going to have to be there anyway, and
Yeah,
it's
cutting
emotional.
into your time like they have knives for hands and they're scratching through. It's like that. It's not that, but it's
Sure.
like that.
Right. It's absolutely like like the melting of the polar ice cap, and everything just sort of feels like it's just you're drowning because in fact you are, you and all the other creatures of the world.
Whatever they are, no matter what, no matter how they travel around, whether they goo from one place to the other or
Sure,
walk.
no, right.
Yeah. So,
But
all right. So Jared says, move on, move along, move on, move along.
Jared, you must be a real fun person to have at a holiday buffet.
Yeah, just keep it moving, Jared. Like,
Yeah,
don't feel the feels.
sure.
Just keep it going. So,
Yeah,
for Jared, everybody,
yeah.
everybody who,
Shout out for Jared.
yeah, whoever's left, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna talk about the when of holiday buffet. So Starshine and I are kind of specialists in some historical moments, some big moments in holiday buffets.
Mm,
Obviously, the first one was Jesus with the last meal. That was actually a holiday buffet. We know about that one, but there's been a lot more. And what we've done a little bit of research, buffets tend to lead to conflict, big conflict. So all the
yes.
major wars and conflicts, there's been
Started
a
out as
holiday buffet.
buffets.
Yeah.
They
Tell them,
all started.
Sunshine. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. World War One, a buffet. All right. Here's the problem, and maybe you've experienced this too. If you invite people to your buffet who speak a different language or than you do, um, all kinds of things can happen. Somebody may be saying something in another language, and you hear you're a horrible person, right? And that may not have been what they were saying, but it could be interpreted that way. Well, the pre-World War One holiday buffet that was held in Germany was well,
Huge.
it very quickly morphed into a very unpleasant situation.
Yeah. Slap
Um,
fighting and
bad news, fighting in the streets. All right. There was a lot of,
dysentery.
and this is sort of an old school way of fighting. A lot of people were taking, their glasses of whatever they were drinking and just throwing them in each other's faces, right? And very quickly, everybody was in uniform with guns.
Yeah. That's how it happens. Situations, I feel like I'm talking to people that know, situations can quickly go from bad to worse. If you have, say, an optical connection and you go to hook it up on one side and all of a sudden you don't have an optical in to go with your optical out, yeah. It could
Yes.
be big, big trouble.
Um, this is the time of year when they tell you to do things like change the batteries on your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors.
Yeah.
Cooper and I would also like to suggest to you that you test your air, test your water, test the dirt that surrounds your house, check up on your neighbors and find out what they're doing
And what they
because
are, because some of them you're not even going to know what they are. You go knock on the door and something's going to ooze out.
well,
Um,
right.
that's what
That's another
happens.
webinar,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But be vigilant. Be
Yeah.
vigilant. And
So, so we want to just
yeah,
talk about the future of the holiday buffet.
um, we're very concerned about the future of the holiday buffet. Um, we think that it's going to go the way of, well,
Polarized chaos.
Armageddon,
Yeah.
way of polar ice, the way of, I mean, we think it's just going to end abruptly,
Yeah.
maybe mid buffet.
Yeah. You'll be in the middle of eating some beautiful, maybe curried ham or something, and
Curry ham, my favorite. Oh my God. And I'm going to be eating it. What's going to happen is there's going to be a mudslide that comes down and takes your
yeah.
entire house away.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a person, as a mudslide. Is there's a lot of people as the atmosphere gets affected, the people that might be a lot extra arms, extra legs.
Sure, anything is possible. And you know what? Here's the thing. There are ways to go and there are ways to go. I mean, I guess if a mudslide comes and gets me really fast, maybe that's okay because I don't have to think about the fact that, buffets are coming to an end. And
Yeah,
I really
as
do
the
like a good
chemicals like
buffet. I like a good mac and cheese in a aluminum foil tray. I mean, I'm a real stickler for an aluminum foil tray when it comes to mac and cheese, right, Cooper?
oh, absolutely, yeah. Rebecca, Mud's High Stone. My cousin. I should have told you. Um, we we um we grew up a long time ago, when things were different and when there were red
Yeah.
lights and there were, I don't know, Volkswagen buses on the street. That was where my aunt. Anyway, we wanted to remind you before we go, you do get college credit for this. So just make sure you send us an email with your first and last name and just maybe one thing that you learned either during the webinar or when we sent you out in those rooms, maybe about each other. I actually sent the wrong file, so it actually says who had what. I noticed that after I cut and pasted. So you already know who murdered somebody and who lost their job because of sexual. Yeah, so you already know all that. So that was my mistake.
That's not a great thing that happened, and we definitely apologize for that.
Yeah, we can apologize for it after it happens.
We are doing that right now.
That's what we're currently doing.
We're doing that at this moment,
Yeah.
and you also signed those waivers. So
There's not that many of you left, but of the
where did they go?
23,
They've
20,
gone off to a buffet.
they're buffet bound.
Buffet bound.
So Starshine and I always do a little thing when we sign off. We do a little Zoom high five. So you just put your hand out and you just high five the side, and it's like we're both still in the same room like we were when we were kids, and we would.
Right, and
would play
we've
on the
tried this
microphone.
a lot. We're not really sure that we're doing it at the right place, but we do it anyway
We do it anyway.
because we really love each other quite a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
life
big
is
people
hard.
love-
Life is so hard when you don't have people around you that.
really thank you for. Please join us again. Bye-bye. That's our show.
What an amazing lesson learned. I feel like always something that I did not expect to hear from you. I feel like all of the webinars have gone poorly.
Yeah,
Which
that's kind of like
maybe is the point. But always wonderful to see. I learned a lot about holiday buffets. I feel like I'm prepared now. And thank you as always. We love having you here on the Highwire stage.
thanks.
We love being here. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we do.
hosting us.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here. And we'll see you again in about 4 weeks. It's a little off with the holidays.
yeah. Okay. Have a good second show, Rick.
Thanks, Susan.
Aha, yes.
Thanks, guys.
We love when there's a transition between a connection point between the shows. As mentioned, we have one more show this evening, which we're going to get into in just a moment. Before we get into that, we do have a couple special shows still left for this year. We have a couple normal shows on Monday and Tuesday. We have the third and final installment of our Fa La La Laughs holiday shows produced by Millie Hoffman on Wednesday with Holiday Invention Hour. That's going to be a really good one. Please check that out. We don't usually have online shows Wednesday, but we do this month for the holidays, so check that out. All right. They've been with us for a little while now as well. We're going to transition from the webinar experience to the nightclub experience. Please welcome the wonderful folks of Timeless Troupe who are going to take us to the Double Nickel.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Double Nickel. Right here behind me on Route 55 in beautiful Davenport, Iowa. We are super, super glad to be here with you. I'm Arzook. I'll meet you in just a minute, but I want you to meet the folks here at the Double Nickel. You're here, you're with us, so you should probably know who we are when you want to order a drink or service papers or whatever he might be here for. So I'd love for you to meet Frida. Frida Conchita runs everything here at the Double Nickel and is probably involved in at least a thing, if not multiple things. Oh, there's Frida now. Hey, Frida.
Oh, hi, Zook. I'm getting ready for the holidays. You see, we started putting the Christmas lights up, and the first night of Hanukkah's tonight too. So I got to figure out how we're going to decorate for that. But welcome to the Double Nickel. We're so glad to have you here. We love having you be here because you're part of our family, and we have a lot of characters in our family. Trust me. So the next guy that I'm going to introduce you to is Jimmy D, our head of security And believe me, he is a character.
Hey, I'm Jimmy D. I like to be called D, so that I feel comfortable when I touch you for some money a little bit later. I run a game after the main show, so bring your cash, bring your cards. I'd say bring your crypto, but I'm not sure that we're taking crypto these days. Bankman-Fried and all that. I'm going to introduce you to the head of the digital version of the Davenport sofa. And we're going to go right there. But I want you guys to know that Arzook did me a solid when I got out of the big house. And he told my celly, I want to do something for Greg, and he gave me this job. So interesting that I'm the head of security. Genevieve Jones, where you at? Where you be, dear?
Hi, Jimmy D. Yes, I am Genevieve Jones, the digital editor of the local Iowa Davenport Sofa local newspaper. This was a wonderful promotion for me to leave the big city and finally make editor and digitalize local news. Plus, I love to do publicity for the Double Nickel because on Route 55, this is the place you party and do your remote work since there is no Starbucks. So grateful to be here with a wonderful group for the holidays. Yes, and my favorite handyman, Howie, who always just makes all the stuff look amazing, is here. Howie, introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you, Genevieve. Echo, turn on all lights. This is a festival for lights, so I turned on the lights. Hi, I'm how we doing? Welcome to the Double Nickel, a very special day. And one of the things which makes very special is Patty. And Patty, come here, Patty.
Hi, how are you? I'm so happy always to meet you folks, and could it be a more festive time of year? Holy cow, we've got Hanukkah and Christmas at the same time. I'm going crazy I'm thinking, maybe Midori with a red sugar rim and maybe a blue curacao with that powdered sugar rim. What do you think? Come on down and help me think about this and help me celebrate. I want to see the whole town, all of you, love you all. And I'm going to turn it back to Arzook. He's going to talk about our entertainment for tonight and so much more.
Oh, thanks, Patty. Hey, as I mentioned before, I'm sure you already know who I am. I'm Arzook. I'm the talent booker. I'm the entertainment booker. We got some fun things coming up. Yeah. Happy first day of Hanukkah for those that choose to celebrate, and lots of other amazing congratulations as well. If you are kind of like Arzook and you're not really remembering, I'm the guy that recommended that Larry David, Emma Thompson, Carrie Underwood, and Emeril Lagasse do the off Broadway production of The Fairly Odd Parents. There you go. Ding, Nickelodeon. When I think about today, of course, I think about the first day of Hanukkah, and it's a beautiful celebration. Also, today, historically, was the first airing of the TV special How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You probably know the Dr. Seuss story. You probably know the special. You might even know the movie. And I was thinking about, well, that's really interesting, the story of it, but what is it really driving at? And I think it's the idea that gifts should be given and not taken. And also, true love doesn't really come with a price. We should all be noticing and respectful and honoring each other, which I think most of the time we do at the Double Nickel. Let's see if today's one of those days.
I was thinking about making a little something in the kitchen for everybody, because gifts are supposed to be given and not taken. Now, of course, I'd need to take some ingredients, but I'd be giving them back. Oh, hey, Zook.
Hey, I heard what you were saying. I didn't want to interrupt you.
I was thinking about gifts are made to be given and not taken, and so I was going to give some gifts.
Well, I actually swung by the YMCA. They have this box out front where they have all these gifts, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. So I brought them back to the nickel. So
Oh,
we have all these gifts to give people now. Unboxed. I mean, they're unwrapped, and some of them are unboxed. But
oh, that's cool. I'm
yeah,
glad you did that. Maybe we could give some out as prizes to the winners of the game tonight in the back.
I love it. I love it. What game are we playing tonight?
Oh, you've heard of 5-card stud, you've heard of 7-card stud. We call this 6-card tricky. And
Oh,
I've been working on it. It's a new game that my celly from Vegas talked to me about.
wow. You still, you're still talking to. Wow.
No, you know the rules. It's no contact with former convicts.
Right. That's the no. That's a yes. Gotcha. Okay. Your secret's safe with me. I still talk to Dabney Coleman, so I mean, you can't fault each other for certain things. But yeah, I just don't want to see you get into any sort of.
I heard that he liked to be called the Dabber.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He calls me the Dabber, which I mean, it makes more sense for me to call him the Dabber, but
Yeah.
that's what he likes. When Dabney Coleman speaks, people listen.
You know,
I don't want you to
I
get
think
into trouble again.
okay.
I didn't really have anybody to talk to when you were away, and everybody thinks like, oh, you know everybody. Like I need you to do things, and I feel more like I guess used. Not
Oh,
like in a bad way, but
no. You definitely shouldn't feel that way. I think everybody looks up to you. If they don't, I could make a couple calls. I mean, not that I would call anybody from my past, but
I'll think about it. I think I know what you're offering. It's a little misguided but sweet.
hey, you know what? I was watching the Fairly Odd Parents earlier, and I was thinking about you.
Oh, what a mess that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I
Uh,
hear police sirens. Hang on. I'll be right
oh,
back.
okay. I think I better go. I'll just help myself in his drawer first. Oh,
Hi, Jimmy. Frida.
Hi, Genevieve.
Hi. I put out all the toys for the police to pick up, bring
Oh,
to
good.
the local foster kids. So
Yes,
they're
for the
doing a
homeless
pickup.
kids.
Yeah, and the homeless, everything. Foster kids, homeless. We cover all needed children here in Davenport, Frida.
Good.
But I do want to just tell you that tonight of all nights, the first night of Hanukkah, that fried potato pancake recipe, the
Latkes.
latke that you
Latkes.
do, oh my gosh. The more oil, the more fried. Usually I'm all into the healthy, but tonight it's miracles.
Well,
So I
we're
think you're
doing
gonna
we're doing both. I have the Christmas lights that I'm still putting up, which you can help
Yes.
me with. And look at, I got my Maccabee menorah out.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. And you know what? I got this fantastic mustache menorah sunglasses off of
Oh
the
my goodness.
Amazon, and I'm really it's very popular on Instagram, and I just
That is outrageous. And it matches. I don't know if you can see my dreidel. My big
yeah, but I'm gonna top that, Frida, because it's like all out on the Amazon. I got a Mickey Mouse with a dreidel.
Oh, how
And I
cute.
have, wait, you gotta see a dog, a spotted dreidel dog. So, I mean, I think we need to have a bigger display table
We
for
do.
everyone to do selfies with all the Hanukkah backdrops, with all
We
the
do.
stuff, with the latkes, the applesauce, the menorah, and then we're doing bonfires tonight on the roof too.
Oh, bonfires and in the rooftop.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, we could do the menorahs up there because of the fire laws. We don't want to have them in the dining room. So
Yeah.
everything on the outside, that's probably safe. And do you think that the non-Jewish kids and adults are going to feel left out if we just do Hanukkah, or should we wear our
Well,
elf
we have
hats?
Christmas this week. So, I mean, we're doing a huge thing. So tonight, maybe we could just, we have the Christmas. We can do both.
Okay, well, remember, this is the spirit of giving.
Yes,
Gifts
I
are meant to
agree.
be given.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all about giving.
Mhm.
And that's why I actually got you this little Hanukkah hat.
Oh, that's so
It has some,
sweet.
see, and it has tinsel like Christmas too. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There, yes. So happy first night of Hanukkah and then Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
It's like
And
Hanukkah Miss.
Chris Hanukkah.
Chris Hanukkah. It's Chris Hanukkah.
Chris Hanukkah for this year.
For the record, I'm not resisting arrest, but yeah, I'm happy to go.
Uh-oh.
with it.
I think we've got trouble. I better go see
Okay.
what's going on with Zook.
Happy Hanukkah to you, everybody.
Happy what? Kwanzaa?
Happy Hanukkah, I think.
Do you know what? Kwanzaa starts on the 26th, the day after Christmas. So we can just keep right on celebrating.
We
Isn't that
celebrate
cool?
the whole month. Patty, D, he make, I think, I don't know. He say you should give and not take for Christmas. And this is good that Jimmy D would say that. And so I think that he took the horse from next door and painted it to look like a zebra for Hanukkah.
I love that. But you know what, Howie? I bet you're the one that did that. And you know why?
Why?
Because I don't think Dee's that industrious. He'd sell the horse if he stole it. You know that. That's so cute. Listen, I'm glad. I want to talk to you about something, though, too.
Okay, yeah.
No, I know, because I overheard somebody talking about fires on the roof.
Fires on the roof?
Putting fires on the roof. That
Oh,
doesn't sound safe to me, honey.
That's
I don't
against
think
the
we should
law.
do-
We can't make fires on a roof.
I know, but I think Genevieve's out there advertising.
Well, why is she doing that?
Well, I don't know. I just heard she told you to put fires on the roof. And so I just was, it's none of my business, I suppose, because she told you, but I'm just thinking.
Oh, it's our business. It's our business, our business.
I think so. What are we going to do?
Well, why did she want to put fires on the roof?
Oh, for Hanukkah. Because it's the night of light, see?
Festivals of light.
Festivals of lights, and it starts tonight. And so maybe I was thinking, between, because you have some, obviously some knowledge of that tradition. Maybe we could think of something that would be just as good as fires that would represent light.
Well, okay. Well, because we also in Schickard, we also celebrate this, and the special thing is that it brings light to the world. And there's a miracle, which is that they took oil from one day and it lasted 8 days. It's like if you would put gasoline, 1 gallon, in your tank, and you came back 3 days later, and there were 15 gallons of gasoline in there, and you don't know who put it there.
You know what? That's a miracle. I was going to think the zebra would work if we could get him up the stairs to the roof, but now you've given me another idea altogether. We need lights, don't we?
It's about light. It's about light.
It's about light. We have Christmas lights.
You know what, Patty? You're the light in my life.
Oh, you are so
Ever since I
sweet.
came here, you have been so special and so just I could give you eight things that I like about you.
Oh, you know what? You could do that all day. I have a tear in my eye, though. That's
Oh,
so
here,
sweet because you
let me
know what?
talk.
Christmas for so many years, and now Caroline, my daughter, is planning a party in my house, and it has me worried. So I'm just going to focus on the fact that Howie likes 8 things about me.
Let me dab the tear off of your eye. Here.
Oh, that feels so good. Thank you. That's the sweetest thing, Howie. Well, we just have to think of how to get lights on the roof for Genevieve.
We'll have to bring in some lights.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, it is a first offense, and thanks for letting me know about Toys for Tots.
Hello, I'm Genevieve Jones, your editor of the Davenport Sofa, and I'm live right now on TikTok showing you that the rooftop of the double nickel is lit. We want you to come out to our Hanukkah party where we have some bonfires, marshmallows, and some Christmas lights too, and celebrate everything, even Kwanzaa too. We love you here from the Davenport Sofa, and we're sponsoring a lot of great holiday drinks. Remember, give the gift of kindness, and that's a miracle to everyone. I'm Genevieve Jones. Like us and subscribe.
I'm gonna leave some money for you, Howie, for painting that horse. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could use it for our Zook, but he got out anyways. Thanks.
Oh, okay. After the holiday, could you return it? Hi,
What's
Genevieve.
going on with the horse and the zebra? Money?
I know it. It smells like paint around here. I know.
Yes. You know, so I thought we could set up a little Hanukkah dreidel gambling area to surprise Jimmy D with little chocolates instead of money.
As a gift to him. Oh, you want to?
Yes.
Gelt. Yeah,
Yes.
Gelt is made from chocolate. I
Chocolate
don't.
money.
I think he knows the difference between
But
money
he
and.
won't get in trouble. It will be the one miracle night he doesn't get in trouble with
Oh,
chocolate.
he would definitely not get in trouble.
He might get a sugar high, but
No, that's a great idea. So we'll replace all of the money with chocolate Gelt
oh yes,
for tonight's game.
I'm so excited.
He's going to play 6-card tricky. It'll be a
Yes,
6-card.
and the dreidels, we can throw in the dreidels too. It will be crazy.
It'll be a 6-card tricky dreidel.
Yes,
Yes.
Howie,
Yes.
I love it, and I really want to take some photos with the horse zebra. It's such, it's getting so many likes on our socials. This is the hit of the season.
Just so you should know, no animals were hurt in the production. It's Snopes.
Good. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna go get the gelt. Okay. I'll see you later.
Okay. Happy Hanukkah Kwanzaa, Miss.
Yes.
Hi. I have a present
hey,
for
Patty.
you. I have a
You
present for you,
for
Dee.
me?
I have a present for you. Go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
It's a candle, see? Go ahead and turn it on.
Well,
It's electric. You can turn it on.
yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. It's nice. Thank you. That was very kind. I left your present at your place. I broke in this afternoon and left your present on the dining room table, but I locked up afterwards and everything's back in its place.
Thank you. Go
You're
ahead. Go
welcome.
ahead. Turn it on. Now you're
Okay.
making me feel bad. Okay, no, give it back.
Well, wait, no, you don't have to take it back.
No, now I feel bad. Now I feel bad, Dee, because it was a trick. It was like you turn the candle on and it goes off right away. And I thought D is
Oh,
real
that's
tricky.
okay.
This will be fun, and it's like making fun of you. And now I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll be honest, when I broke into your apartment, I tried it. So I already knew what was happening with it.
No wonder you didn't want to open it. You already knew what it was.
Yeah. And so I wasn't surprised. But you know what? Why don't I make you a drink and you'll be surprised with what I made?
That'll be awesome. That would be great. I was thinking, if you broke in, did you happen to run into Caroline, my daughter? She's getting
No,
ready for a party. No?
no, she must have been in the back. I'm very stealthy. I didn't even break anything, so it wasn't really breaking in. It was just picking the lock,
Did
you
you
know?
did you have a sandwich? Did you make yourself a sandwich?
Mm, maybe.
Good. At least
Thanks.
you got a sandwich out of it.
Yeah. I like the candle. It was nice just to have you give me something. I don't get many presents. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's so sweet. You know, I would still love to like use the back room sometime when you're not using it, because I think we could get a lot of old people in there. I mean, not just with the, you know, well, I was thinking they could play canasta.
They could also have a heart attack, and then we'd have somebody investigating why somebody had a heart attack in the back room that there wasn't supposed to be anything there.
And
Besides,
why?
I'm turning over a new leaf for the new year.
Really?
So just wipe out the back room in your mind and everything's out front. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get behind the bar and help you.
I'm not sure that's such a hot idea, Jimmy. It's going to set off your ankle bracelet and everybody will be alarmed.
Well, not if I slip it off. Well, at least you
can't
could
take
think
it off.
about it.
Can you take? Do you know
I
what?
might.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, Dee. I would
Yes.
like to have you behind the bar with me.
Would you really?
Yeah, I would. I enjoy your company. I think you're a lot of fun. I think you're really hard on yourself. I'm sorry you had to go to jail, but I don't think you'd make the same mistake again. I like you, Jimmy.
That was really sweet. Thank you.
You're
I'm going to
welcome.
leave it there and go away.
Okay,
I
that's
already
what they
hung up
all
an
do.
apron for me so that I can. I'm going to hang up an apron back there so I can join you.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks so much for calling the police department, Frida. That was the right call.
Yeah, I hated to do it. I really do. You know how I get these guilty feelings about him.
Yeah, I know, but you did the right thing. I mean, we only have one rooftop lounge, right? We can't afford to burn it down.
I know, but we really should have the Festival of Lights. So I think Genevieve had a good idea about the artificial candles.
Yeah.
And then we'll also have the Christmas lights we can put up with that too.
Oh, that's perfect. And the other thing is, I think I've learned 6-card tricky. Okay, so
Okay.
I had a bit to drink, and I was standing outside KFC with a car. I wonder, and then the car stopped right in front of me, and then
Yeah.
it sped off. It didn't bother me because I was wondering why I still had time. But then, if you could believe it, an open-top pink Cadillac driven by a member of parliament screeched in from the right and stopped right in front of me, and I don't remember the rest.
Well, don't worry about the money tonight because Genevieve and Howie replacing it with Hanukkah Gelt.
What?
So you don't have to worry about the cash register. Just don't tell Jimmy whatever you do. Okay?
I'm glad you mentioned that because
Promise me you won't tell him.
Here's my fingers. I
Okay,
promise that I
pinky
won't
swear.
tell him.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear? Frida, pinky swear is like concrete. All right.
That's right.
All right. I promise I won't say anything to D. I haven't written anything to him or anybody that's in the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah. You heard about the gifts he took from the police station. We had to bring those back.
Well,
the toys for tots out in front of the police station.
That was
heard you
actually
say, he heard you say that gifts are for giving. So he
Yeah.
assumed that they were being given to him.
Wait, I just found out tonight on a very informative ride in the back of a police vehicle about what Toys for Tots actually is. You give a complete toy and you don't know to whom. It just goes into a box.
That's right. It's
That makes me-
anonymous.
That makes me feel like there's hope for us. I mean, as a species.
There is. Let's hope there's hope.
Let's hope there's hope. I love
And
that.
keep the spirit of giving.
I'm going to try to be like you, and I'm going to try to give more than I take.
Oh, that means so much to me. Thank you, Zook.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Chris Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Chris Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa Chris Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa Chris Hanukkah.
And many more.
And many more.
Hey, Zook, just one small thing. Instead of getting Carrie Underwood, how about Mariah Carey?
This text I've got from Zook says they're going to replace the money with chocolate.
And what happened then? Well, at the double nickel, they say that our Zook's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, our Zook, carved the beast. We'll see you next time. We love you. Because that's our show.
Our Zook.
Another wonderful lens into the double nickel. Hope for hope is a great message to take us into the rest of the year with. Thank you so much, as always, for a wonderful show. And
Thanks, Highwire. Thanks,
back
Barry.
for
Highwire.
another one.
Thank you. See you next
Happy
year.
everything. And also, this is your last call for the season, right? Or is it a last call for this year?
Yeah, we have one more in-person thing on Wednesday, just a jam. We have a couple shows next week, and stay tuned. Season 10 submission form will go out next week. It looks like so.
Perfect.
Well, we
Thank
hope to be back with you next year.
We'd love to have you. Thank you so much.
Great.
And to everyone watching, thanks for tuning
Good
in.
night.
We'll see you for our next one. Good night, everyone.
Happy Hanukkah Kwanzaa.
Happy
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
And to Wally, I think, too.
Man elf.
Wally.